Hundreds of Texas National Guard soldiers gathered on Tuesday at an Army facility outside Chicago, as Donald Trump threatened to invoke a centuries-old anti-insurrection law. The Republican president again left open the possibility that he might use the Insurrection Act. That would enable him to sidestep any court rulings blocking the dispatch of Guard troops into Democratic-led cities.
Are you planning to invoke the Insurrection Act? That would be, a very long-standing law that's been on the books.
Yeah, well, it's been invoked before, as you know. If you look at Chicago, Chicago's a great city where there's a lot of crime. And if the governor can't do the job, we'll do the job. It's all very simple. They probably had 50 murders in Chicago over the last 5, 6, 7 months. Many people were shot. And then the governor gets up and he says, well, we can handle it. They can't handle it. They don't know what they're doing.
A federal judge has temporarily barred Guard troops from heading to Portland, Oregon. However, a separate judge has, for the time being, allowed a deployment to proceed in Chicago, where federal agents have embarked on a sweeping crackdown on illegal immigration. It was not immediately clear when the Texas Guard troops plan to begin operations in the city itself. The White House has said troops are needed to protect federal government employees from, quote, violent riots. However, according to local officials, protests in both Chicago and Portland over Trump's immigration policies have been largely peaceful and limited in size. Since the surge of federal agents to the Chicago area last month, the demonstrations have done little to upset life in a city where violent crime has fallen sharply. Illinois Democratic Governor J.B. Pritzker on Monday accused Trump of intentionally trying to spark violence to justify further militarization.
Let me be clear. Donald Trump is using our service members as political props and as pawns in his illegal effort to militarize our nation's cities.
Under federal law, National Guard and other military troops are generally prohibited from conducting civilian law enforcement. But the Insurrection Act allows for an exception, giving troops the power to directly police and arrest people. It has typically been used only in extreme cases and almost always at the invitation of state governors.